coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. "47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The ageless one, Julius Peppers, in to bring him down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Dickerson trying the right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Inside give to Dickerson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Dickerson on the handoff. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run now with Dickerson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there, being able to get lower than the defense.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Running it with Dickerson. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to throw. And it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 29, Jackson. That is caught by Carmichael. Touchdown! Harold Carmichael, 29 yards. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen, and the Jags get to him as down he goes.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Allen to throw it. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give left side. It's Dickerson.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 38, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know we're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen. That'll be caught by Hester. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are in the field?
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A carry for Dickerson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Allen. Oh, he's got Hester complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. In motion, Hill. Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, live in a lie. You know the game. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They run it with James.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. In motion, Hill. On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team. And
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, 54 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 8.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?